for play. If you do it for real, here it is, Kevin. I got a show at your hometown in Philly. I'm gonna take my special there. On that stage, we can put whatever you want.
They put the drugs in the baby oil. You thinking you getting a massage, you can't even get up.
I'm anti-establishment, so I can never be the establishment. You know what I mean? Like, even if I'm at the Diddy party, I'm there to tell. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm there to see who the is in here and what do y'all get from being in here.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Today, we're diving deep into the world of Hollywood and some jaw-dropping scandals that have been exposed. Big names are fleeing the country, but why? Is it just coincidence, or are they running from something much bigger? We'll talk about Katt Williams' explosive accusations, Oprah's shady past, and the shocking truths behind some of the most famous faces in Hollywood. Let's get into it.
All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all.
It all starts with the biggest names in entertainment, like Diddy, Ellen DeGeneres, and Oprah Winfrey. Allegedly, these celebrities are running scared as investigations into their past activities ramp up. But the real question is, what are they hiding? In this video, we'll be exploring rumors, public records, and shocking claims made by none other than Katt Williams, the comedian with a reputation for speaking out on the truth. Katt Williams has never been one to hold back. He's come forward with some serious accusations about Oprah, Harvey Weinstein, and many other A-listers. In fact, Katt claims Oprah is hiding a dark side. He's not just talking about her time in the spotlight, he's diving into her connections with people like Weinstein and Diddy. Some even believe Oprah and her closest friends could be involved in some pretty shady business that could be getting them investigated. But here's where it gets even more interesting. The people Katt's talking about, Harvey Weinstein, for example, have been linked to scandalous behavior for decades. And guess who's been friends with Weinstein for years? None other than Oprah herself. But Oprah's relationship with Harvey is just one example. When it comes to the world of celebrity, this so-called glamorous lifestyle might hide more than we think. And what about Ellen DeGeneres? She's been in the spotlight for years, but after Diddy's legal troubles, people have started asking questions about her own role in the Hollywood machine. For years, Ellen and Diddy were inseparable. From their wild parties to their private moments, many believe there's more to their friendship than meets the eye. Was Ellen trying to hide something? Or was she simply a part of a much larger system?
Many have speculated that A-list celebrities who have spent time with Combs over the years could be getting subpoenas even as we speak. And one of the biggest names now getting extra scrutiny is Ellen DeGeneres. So between 2006 and 2022, Combs appeared as a guest on DeGeneres' daytime talk show more than a dozen times.
17 times! I've been on the show 17 times!
And during his first appearance in 2006, Combs wasn't really shy about sharing private details.
I'm definitely a nighttime person.
What time do you stay up till?
I stay up till like maybe 6 in the morning. I'm back up at like 10:30, 11.
6 in the morning? What do you do every night till 6 in the morning? You don't go to clubs every night.
No, I make love a lot. And,
That's
Ellen,
my favorite answer ever.
Many clips of his guest spots have resurfaced recently, including discussions between Combs and Ellen about his infamous parties.
It'd go from like 9:30 to like maybe 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And then, we have the top 2 floors of the hotel.
And then it will carry on there.
Yeah. Then the after party.
No, I know about them.
And years later, Combs said he wanted to attend one of Ellen's parties.
I have to arrive fashionably late.
All right, not too late though.
Not too late?
Not too late, please.
What time would you like me there?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
But not too late. Because once you get there, the party really starts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you. I promise you I'm not gonna let you down on this big one.
All right,
For
good.
real.
Good.
Your shoes, your feet are gonna have blisters. You're gonna be dancing so hard.
I can't wait.
Now, the two seem to kind of dance around the apparently open secret that Combs' parties were beyond wild, with reports of drugs and multiple participants and more. And as the allegations against Combs have mounted, many have called his interviews with Ellen now creepy.
So no money on you.
I mean, it's just a little bit of money on me.
Oh, you do have money on you. Lord have mercy. Where are you going after this? It's all 20s. Where are you going after this? What are you doing?
You know what we doing, what we plan to do, girl.
But I have to be clear about something. There is a difference between a wild party and something that is criminal, okay? There's a difference between having a great time and something that's an illegal freak-off. And having said that, remember when I told you about those freak-offs, right? Cassandra Ventura, as well as prosecutors, said in legal filings that people forced to participate would often have to get IV drips to recover from exhaustion and prolonged drug use. Well, in 2016, Combs appeared on stage with blue gauze around his arm and explained that he was just getting an IV drip backstage. He'd apparently arrived at the studio with it.
They said that I would have to stay. I said, no, I have to go. I said I could pull that out myself. So I walk in and I'm talking to Ellen. I have the IV and then the blood is going down. I start to panic. I go into the bathroom and I pulled it out myself and I just made it here and I love you.
I love you too.
So of course the natural question is, what was going on right before this taping? And to be very, very clear about something, Ellen DeGeneres has not been accused of anything. She is not listed in any one of the government's filings. The only reason we are talking about this now is because we are going back and looking at these old interviews, looking at these old comments, looking at these old interactions to see if potentially they could play a role in his criminal case.
Oprah is another character in all of this who's gotten caught up in some major contradictions. While she was quick to promote documentaries about Michael Jackson and give voice to the accusers, she remained notably silent about her friend Harvey Weinstein when he was exposed.
Oh, I will save that fight for another time because I really want to get your thoughts on Oprah.
Devil. Demon. Destroyer.
So villain, not a hero like many people see her. You think she's a villain?
She's a super villain. She's the biggest villain in the world, and yet nobody will ask the most obvious question in the world. Why is her and Gail getting married? It's clear she don't want to marry Stedman. Why don't her and Gail get married? Now she went on that Ozempic, it put her in the hospital. She almost diarrheaed herself to death. Stedman wasn't there at the hospital. Gail was crying for her friend. What's wrong with y'all people? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. I wish she would just come out the closet. Like, she's really taking this, don't ask, don't tell too far. And she ain't never been in the military.
Well, she is a snake. Like, there's no bigger snake than Oprah. Because I cover Michael Jackson. I'm curious your thoughts. I believe Michael Jackson's actually innocent. I've been doing a whole documentary.
Oh no, Michael Jackson is innocent. They targeted him. And for her to play in his face while he was alive, those boys to discredit him, and then her to bring it back right after he passed away. The way she did Luther Vandross when he passed away. The way she just, exploited him laying in that bed. The way she did, the way she does the way she's doing Taraji P. Henson. I think she should be tried in the court of public opinion for what she's doing to Port Fantasia. It's sad.
Why the double standard? Why was she so vocal about Michael, but stayed silent about the man she's been seen with for decades? It's almost as if she was protecting him, or perhaps protecting herself. So what's the real deal? With so many big names involved, it's hard to tell who's in the clear and who's in deep.
When some people think Oprah Winfrey, they think Harvey Weinstein because they have been linked together so often. First off, Oprah and Harvey have been friends for over 2 decades. A lot of people use the argument that she didn't know about what he was doing, but that's impossible because everyone's known about Harvey Weinstein's reputation ever since the 90s. If you guys don't know who Harvey Weinstein is, he is a major film producer who is pretty much the face of the Me Too movement because he was called out by a bunch of different actresses who he violated. When he was getting canceled and exposed for everything that he has done, Oprah allegedly called him and offered her support. Even though Oprah's team denies this, I believe it because Oprah has been close with Harvey and she has showed him some sympathy over time. Even though he is a disgusting man and he deserves to rot in jail. But I don't understand why Oprah wants to be best friends with someone like Harvey Weinstein. They had a very warm friendship, and the photos show. Some people actually believe that Oprah convinced some actresses to hook up with Harvey Weinstein. And actually, Rose McGowan tweeted out, "I'm glad more people are seeing the ugly truth of Oprah. I wish she were real, but she isn't." Oprah has attempted to speak out on Harvey Weinstein, but she never really gets to the point, and you can tell that she's trying to protect him.
Let's talk about what's happening with Harvey Weinstein. I know you posted on Facebook already, but you haven't kind of spoken yet publicly about what's going on.
I think that this is, I'm always trying to look for the rainbow in the cloud, whatever is the silver lining. And so I think this is a watershed moment. And if we make this just about Harvey Weinstein, then we will have lost this moment. I think this is a moment where no matter what business you work in, there have been women who not only had the disease to please, that's a part of it, but who felt that in order to keep my job, in order to keep my position, in order to keep moving forward, I've got to smile, I've got to look the other way, I got to pretend he didn't say that.
Of course, Oprah is trying to switch the narrative and make this about everyone else because it's not just Harvey. But we need to talk about the bizarre contrast in Oprah's behavior when it comes to dealing with people like Harvey versus dealing with someone like Michael Jackson. In early 2019, there was a documentary created about Harvey Weinstein titled Untouchable. It premiered at Sundance, but it didn't get a lot of media attention. And of course, Oprah didn't bring any attention to that documentary. But when it comes to the documentary about Michael Jackson leaving Neverland, Oprah decided to go and promote that everywhere. Oprah decided to hold a special show after the airing of Leaving Neverland. She invited some of Michael Jackson's victims to her show to interview them. But there wasn't any plan of her to invite any of Harvey Weinstein's victims to her show. So it's interesting how she protects her friend Harvey Weinstein and she decides to cover people like Michael Jackson. And what's interesting about this is that Harvey Weinstein is a convicted criminal. We know that he did this. So why isn't Oprah holding him accountable?
Diddy, Oprah, Ellen, Harvey, they all seem to have their dirty laundry hidden away in some vault. But the more we dig, the more we start to wonder, are they really as innocent as they appear? Are these A-listers running from more than just a scandal? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Oprah, Diddy, and the others have something to hide? And why are so many big names suddenly leaving the country? Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss the latest updates on Hollywood's biggest scandals. Until next time, keep it real.